Ladies and gentlemen, Tumon Bay.
This is a trail.
There's 3 mons here.
Too far from the mainland, this is Guam, an island territory of the United States. One late afternoon, we decided to explore the hidden places this island has to offer. In this area, the hike is like a jungle patrol. He's giving me a tour, the tour of Guam. Hopefully this tour is a good tour for today, before it gets dark. Hopefully we don't get lost. And the jungle is up there. And alright, we're gonna go up now. The steep terrain and dense tropical vegetations are typical of the obstacles the U.S. troops encountered during their uphill inland sweep following the 1944 landing. We walked up and down the trails to the jungle.
Now let's step change.
Step change.
Let's take a picture of the steps.
Oh, that's so exciting. Everybody
So
wants
exciting.
to see that step. You're really ruining the picture. It looks better now, though.
Big guns used during the war were left and abandoned and were not always obvious. You either read about it where they are or ask the locals to find out. Wow, this is interesting. And that is one of the big guns. Is that big enough for you?
Kill those Americans. G.I. Joe, down.
Yankee, go home.
Yankee, go home. Yeah, the Japanese won. They took over the island, and
We beat the Japanese?
they have all the hot tourist spots.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
another one up the trail here.
Okay, let me get a nicer picture.
A typhoon blew it over, they said. In fact, they said it used to be pointing almost straight skyward.
Really?
And then another typhoon came along and knocked it the rest of the way down.
Wow. Exploring Guam after work hours may not be the thing to do, but it makes you forget about other things and imagine things that may or may not happen during the war.
No.
Nope, because we discovered these just recently.
What a discovery. It's like Discovery Channel, huh?
Well, let's say we are explorers.
Yeah.
Guam explorer.
That's cool.
Right.
What's up there?
Another gun.
Oh, there's another
The
one?
next one is up ahead. I don't think geckos are members of religion. Trail right here.
Oh, this one is colorful. They painted it.
Can you see anything up in here? Oh, no. Well, you can see it's all full of rocks or
to say.
something. You can see a little
There may
bit of
be a
light
snake
through
in there.
Yeah.
Don't put your hand in there.
Pretty good sized gun.
Did they actually use this gun?
No, I told you for the 3rd time they weren't operational. The Americans broke the code, and they invaded before the guns were actually operational.
You just meant that one.
And then we'll just do like this. This is the way they always end the movie. They go like this. They go and fade out to black.
Yep. Carl was the first to drive the highway road on a rented car, while we enjoy looking around like curious visitors of this island. It's a short tour, and might as well make the best of it.
These are the 2 torpedo tubes right here.
This is when it ran aground.
Mm-hmm. Sometime in 1944.
What a propeller. How do you know it's electric?
Because
gotta be
that's what
gas.
the sign says over there.
Okay.
Get out and take a look.
Yeah, sure, why not? We stumbled upon the Japanese prisoners of war steps.
There was an inscription on a prisoner, Japanese POW, that built this wall, and they write the commemorative year, date.
And this is the Japanese steps built by the Japanese prisoners of war. And a moment of silence for the dogs of war, which were memorialized here. 25 Marine war dogs gave their lives liberating Guam in 1944. They served as sentries and messenger scouts. They also explored caves and detected mines and booby traps to protect the victorious American soldiers.
It's pretty hazardous. Bunky, Hobo, Emmy, Max, Brokey, and Ricky, who gave their lives in World War II. Yeah, they used them to hunt for Japanese in the jungle and in caves. It was pretty hazardous.
The South Pacific Memorial Peace Park was closed when we arrived. We didn't get there in time, but there were pictures to be taken from outside the fence.
Is that supposed Come on, hop up there. You can do better than that. There you go.
A couple of pictures here and there were taken. Something curious enough to catch my attention were the lat stones standing at the entrance. Can you see the resemblance between this thing and me?
Oh no.
It's got less hair than I do. Carl also likes to pick up things even though he doesn't know where they originally come from. What is that, a pear?
A coconut sprouting.
Oh, okay.
There he is. There's his roots right there.
Oh, I thought it was a watermelon.
How exciting.
But that's the
Coconut
first one I
sprouting.
seen. Got roots and everything. I didn't know they sprout that way. I thought it was like come off the top.
Actually, let's put him back over there so we can have a coconut tree in about 20 years.
We found the battered B-52 ruins in hiding in the trees. This is one of the final B-52 aircraft to bomb North Vietnam and became a memorial aircraft in 1974.
They decided it was too rusty, so they were taking it apart. They chopped off this tail section here, and then a hurricane blew through and blew this tail section away. They didn't know where it was for 10 years.
Really?
And then another hurricane blew through and ripped all the leaves off the tree. And it's just, oh look, there's the B-52 relic.
In 1987, a typhoon scattered its fuselage into the jungle with the tail section coming to rest in its present location. It remains concealed until Typhoon Paka in 1997 uncovered the tail and assorted debris. And then later on, we came across a B-52 on display at Anderson Air Force Base. I should be home taking my beauty sleep at these hours, but here we are, frolicking and taking pictures of this beautiful babe. It's most interesting to see it in its real size and shape. Yeah.
shaking a papaya down?
Okay, ready.
Okay, here we go. Get a papaya, kid.
We continued our journey the next day. There were wild fruits to explore in the jungle.
I guess that was not going to... Yeah, that's edible.
Go eat it.
Maybe not quite ripe. That's pretty good. I'll show you the right papaya. Here's the papaya. It's not the best one I ever saw. It's kind of yucky looking, but there he is. It's edible though. It's ripe.
Okay. Be careful. There might be some snakes over there.
Man-eating spiders that
Something alive and crawling.
It's the man-eating spiders that are dangerous.
What is that? Is a cave?
Yeah, that's an actual cave up there.
That's scary. Little bit. This is a little offering, and what is this place called?
This is a peace memorial, and these are the Japanese command bunkers that were used on August 11th, 1944 during the last day of fierce fighting to retake Guam from the Japanese. A lot of people committed suicide in this area.
We found a cave and went in and down. Someone must have lived here at one time. Today there's no one here, but we found a small living creature.
Let's get him to move a little bit. Move, guy. There you go. And then see, it's lined with concrete. This is a command bunker here. A lot of,
Quite a
there's
room.
another frog.
It's quite a room, huh?
Little one. There you go.
And that
Oh, it's a room size.
huge air vent down at the end. And out over here. For the souls of the dead to be nourished.
This memorial was erected for a Japanese commander, Lieutenant General Obata. He once declared that he shall be the bulwark of the Pacific Ocean before taking his own life as befitting an honorable officer facing overwhelming odds while withstanding American naval bombardment.
Oh, make him move? Okay. Otherwise you'll...
We put up with the insects while we walked through the woods.
Alright, this is the sinkhole.
Memorial Peace Park was open now. Next to it was the Buddhist temple. Today is probably a good day to explore our personal beliefs. We're here, and so we might as well explore it, and a bit of learning experience, courtesy of Ken, who knew more about this subject.
You take this each stick has a number on it, so you shake it like this until one falls down, and then read your number.
So many fell down.
Well, we just
So you gotta do all those things that says what it says?
Here. 34. 34.
Okay.
So you go to this book and look up what 34 means. Okay. 34. 34.
Okay, 34. What does it say?
Unfortunately, it's all written in Vietnamese. I can't read it.
You have to do it 3 times? Do it one more time, maybe you get more blessings.
I got you.
And thanks to the Almighty Buddha.
Where are we going? He's showing us. Oh, we got it. Okay, get in the.
We're here in Guam, taking a tour. I'm giving these guys a tour because they've only been here 6 months and they still don't know.
We can hear you.
Where are we going now?
I don't know. You tell me. Where are we going? He's showing us. The man of the hour, getting out of the
Man
car.
of the hour. We're here to
Our next destination was the Japanese caves and Lati or Lat Park. Lat is a symbol of Chamorro culture. They were constructed by the Chamorros from the 1100s to 1700s and are the prominent remnants of the earlier Chamorro culture in the Mariana Islands. These stones were relocated in 1956 from a village in Guam.
But they don't really know positively what they were used for because the history, the recorded history, the Chamorros, when the Spanish got here, they didn't even know what they were used for. So it's sort of a guess.
And here comes the Japanese tourists.
There comes the Japanese tourists. Take a picture of the Japanese
Oh, yeah.
tourists coming. Here come the Japanese.
these are the competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tourist invader.
We got a competition here.
We've been invaded by the.
Is somebody cooking lunch over there? Or?
That's my Guam lunch.
Tomorrow barbecue.
Were used in World War II. This is what they used to look like.
These 2 sets of caves in this cliff line are part of an extensive cave system created by the Japanese throughout the Pacific Islands in the 1940s. They were built by the Chamorro, Okinawans, and Korean forced labor using primitive tools working under extreme conditions.
Famous Chamorro cave art. This is famous Chamorro cave art here.
Inside were definitely not ancient graffiti, but they must mean something in the modern world.
Finally, he's where he belongs. He's trying to get out, but he can't.
Let me
He's where he belongs.
Sayonara, let me out.
Oh no, he's. So you can see the sign there. We're going into. He's going into the fort.
Next stop is the Fort Santa Agueda.
Fort, which is coming right up here just past this palm tree. There it is. the
Park
fort.
here anywhere?
Yeah, just park by the little there's the fort.
We're here at the, what do you call this thing?
Fort Santa Agueda. Named
Fort
after his
Santa
wife.
Agueda. And we're gonna get off the car and take a look at what they have here.
In the 1800s, Governor Muro constructed Fort Santa Agueda to prevent the enemy from taking the hillside behind Agana. It's very windy up here today, and it provides a nice view overlooking a part of the Guam island. Then we drove to the Asan Beach, a historic landing beach, to commemorate the World War II fighting in Guam. Carl has been here before and explains it all.
So we're right here at a Japanese cave. We parked over here in this parking lot. And then there's a trail that goes around the hill that's behind us up here. There's a hill up behind us. And there's a trail that goes around the other side. On the other side there's a Japanese pillbox about 10 feet square where they had a machine gun mounted. And then they had two larger guns, I think about 3 inches or so, one here and one here. And then you walk along up the top of the ridge, and right about here there was a Japanese pillbox so they could shoot down at the Americans coming in from the Coral Beach over here. And then there's a Marine Corps War Memorial right at the end of the mountain.
A memorial was built for the different services of the United States military. Afterwards, off we went to the Asan Cave, which the Japanese dug to prepare for the expected invasion of the island of Guam. This cave was part of the fortifications of Asan Ridge.
At the cave, there's nobody here.
Yeah, just a bunch of Japanese skeletons. I'm kidding.
Kind of interesting.
But there was a lot of battling going here in World War II.
The Asan Bay Overlook Unit was another stop in the remembrance of all who sacrificed for liberty.
Are these all the Chamorros that died? Oh no, this must be all the Americans that died in Concord.
Let's go explore it. Another point of interest in the island of Guam.
Gun Point was our next stop of our tour of the National Historic Park in the War in the Pacific. This point of land was at the center of Agat Landing Beach. After the Americans secured the island, the Navy cleared the field and set up shelters here for more than 6,000 native Chamorros, released from the Japanese concentration camps. Today at Gun Point, 3 flags are flown to commemorate those who died for their country: Americans, Chamorros, and Japanese. This is the Talifac Bridge. We just passed by for pictures. And then we moved on to the Seti Bay Overlook. It's quite a view.
That's okay. You got the other camera? Okay.
What is it, a waterfall?
Yeah, Seti Falls.
We're gonna go up there and take a look at the Seti Falls. So let's go.
Yeah.
This is the Cocos Island. Down below it,
That's Seti Bay right there, that little inlet.
and that is the Seti Bay. There's supposed to be a waterfalls there.
You see the green trees widening out going up the valley. There's a little creek down there, and up to the left is the waterfall.
At Bay Park, was quiet and peaceful. A bear-looking rock formation caught my attention. A few more stops and then we wrap it up. This is the end of our tour of Guam in June 2005. We enjoyed what we came for. We came, we saw, we left.